In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much money you can make with Ai Ofm within the first 3 months, okay, and exactly how to do it. So why is Ai Ofm, okay, the #1 business opportunity for you right now, okay? First, you do not need a team, okay? You do not need to show your face, okay? And you can scale this business to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, okay? I did it, so if I did it, you can do it as well, okay? It is the fastest way to make cash online, okay? If it wasn't, I wouldn't be in this business, okay? So, the 3 pillars of Ai Ofm or AI content creation, okay? Marketing and chatting, okay? But this, we will go over it in the video, okay? So how does it work exactly? Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to not waste your time, okay? Not like spend time not knowing what to do, etc. I'm going to show you what goal you're going to define, okay, which is basically making $10,000 per month, which is for me a good goal for a new person to Ai Ofm, okay. I'm going to give you the exact strategy based on my business, the step-by-step plan to attain this objective of $10,000 per month, okay. And at the end of the video, I will talk to you about a very special surprise, okay, that is the best way to scale this business very fast, okay. So basically, if you want to be in Dubai in like 2 months riding like in a Ferrari, okay, the best way is for you to follow my steps, okay. You might end up finish like me, end up like me in Dubai and make a lot of money, okay. Basically, there is 3 big opportunity of business in 2025, okay, and Ai Ofm, it just combined all of those 3 business, okay. For me, Ai Ofm is the king of all business, like online business of 2025. And why is that, you would say, okay? First one is because it's in the adult industry, okay, which is one of the biggest industry in the world, and it's growing exponentially, okay. Why? Because there is more and more lonely men, and there is more and more people that are using online tools, like they are using internet, they are using social media, okay. Speaking of which, Instagram, TikTok, Thread, etc., all of those social media, they are basically getting more and more user every single day. So this is a place where you want to be, okay? You watch this video on YouTube, for example, it means that you are on YouTube. So as you, there is many other people on social media, okay? And the third business is AI, so artificial intelligence, okay. So basically you regroup all of those very successful business and cash flow business, okay. You combine all of them, and this is the best business model, which is Ai Ofm, okay. So this is very important to know why it's the best business model, okay. So what is it with Ai Ofm, okay? If I could tell you that you can basically run an OnlyFans agency, okay, but without having to hire a model, manage her, give her a cut, okay? You don't have to give any percentage to the model, because the model is created by artificial intelligence, okay? And I created a lot. I never did like live case study on my YouTube, okay? For example, this is one of my own model, Anna, which is like a blonde, it's kind of called like a snow bunny model, which is just a very cute model, okay, that we basically market online. But the trick is she doesn't exist, okay, but she make more money than some football player, okay. So that's very good. And there is AI model that are making millions per month, okay. And I can exactly show you right there, okay. We have model doing like 100K per month. For example, this model last 30 days, she made like $82,000. And if we look at what she made like all time, in like a month and a half, she made $128,000, okay? If we go to this model, she made $300,000 in a few months, okay? And let's look at last 30 days, she made $38,000. So it is very effective, okay? But you might say, like, is it really like ethical to sell, like, you know, woman's body, etc.? It's not like authentic, it's not like real content, okay? But the good thing is there is no exploitation of any real girl, okay? It's like customers that are consented to buy AI content, okay? And they are happy to buy it because you provide them a lot of value, okay? So it's all legal, it's all legit, okay? Some can say that, yeah, it seems like a scam, etc. But in fact, it is absolutely not, okay? You want money, they give you, your customer give you money, and you give them content, okay? And they are happy about the content, and the goal is to make sure they are happy about the content so that they keep coming back and spending more, okay? Again, this is a win-win situation. We are not trying to scam anyone. We are trying to make money like a real business, okay? You might be asked, like, why AI OFM and not like dropshipping, crypto, SMMA, like any other business, or why not a physical business, okay? I'll just give you some examples so I don't spend too much time on that. For example, on dropshipping, you need a website, you need supplier, you need ads, like advertising budget, you need to pay, okay, for ads. You need to do the customer service, you need to find the product, you can have problem with shipping, etc., etc. Here with AI, it's a virtual product, we have none of that, okay? If you do crypto, obviously it's high risk, hard to predict, it's emotionally draining, it's not really good, and you need to have a lot of money, okay, to invest. Now, you need to ask yourself, why would we actually do AI OFM and not normal OFM, okay? Basically, I did like a comparison between normal OFM versus AI OFM. OFM is only fan management, which you're managing an influencer, okay, to make content online, etc., and then sell content. Here, we are basically comparing managing a real model versus managing an AI model. And you will understand at the end of this part, okay, that AI OFM is 100 times better, okay? So, OFM, it is time consuming, okay? Because the model, they are very slow to get content. It's even very hard to actually just recruit a model because you need a personal branding. Like, why would a model, work with you? They are human, okay? They are girls that, they have many agencies contacting them. They are not really serious about the work. You do not want to waste your time with that, okay? There is also no consistent work. Most of the models are lazy. I know I worked with them. Okay, some they are actually working, but this is very, very rare. Trust me. Okay, with AI OFM, you're going to get content instantly. Okay, I will show you the tools, etc. Later, if it's safe for work or not safe for work. Okay, you can scale infinitely with the content. You can create like 1,000 images. Okay, which you're in like 2 days, okay? Which you're never going to get with a real model, okay? And you, by the way, have total control over the content creation, which is very, very good, trust me, okay? Then on the marketing side, with normal OFM, you have high competition with agencies that have years in the business and a lot of money, a good branding, etc. Okay. Here in the AI OFM, you have way less competition. It's a pretty new business. It's a very good opportunity. Okay. Then with OFM, you have to deal with the model reputation that can impact the marketing. Okay. If the model do something very bad online, or for example, if she's getting married or whatever, your subscriber will know and they will drop the model, okay? With AI, it's a model that you have full control of, okay? And you can even do very specific niche, very specific types of models, so you basically get way more focused on something, and the more you are focused on a niche, the better it works, okay? If you work with a normal model, you are going to go against the OnlyFans management problem, okay, which is that they are still the owner of the account, okay, which you do not want, okay? With AI OFM, you basically own 100% of the social media, okay, which is very important, okay? With OFM, at any point, if you make 10K with a model after 3 months, she can leave and take back the account, and you worked for basically nothing, okay? With AI, you are the owner of the social media, of the account, etc., etc., okay? Now, in terms of chatting, okay? With normal OFM, the model, they always, I did it for the past like 3 years plus, okay? They always try to interfere with the pricing structure, okay? Basically, like I want to sell this content for this amount, this content for this amount. With AI, there is no models, okay? So you basically do any price that you want, okay? Models are very emotional about their content, etc., okay, and it can affect how smooth things run, okay? If it's not the good week of the month, they cannot produce content. If they're with family, they can produce content. With AI OFM, you get instant content, okay, which is, trust me, a game changer. Some of the model, obviously, they do not want to do certain types of content for social media, for example. With AI, you do not have this problem at all, okay? So, in conclusion, basically AI UFM, you have infinite scaling, okay? Low starting cost. You get 100% profit margin, okay? Whereas with model, you always have to give at least 50%, otherwise they are not going to work with you, okay? It's very easy to launch. You can get started in 48 hours, you can get started, okay? It's the best industry to be in, okay? And there is the rising of lonely men, okay? So basically, it's going to keep the market, okay? The number of customers that you can sell to is increasing every single day, okay? We also like third stripe on social media, okay? Like Instagram Reels of like girl doing sexy dances, etc., okay? So this is what the lonely men see, okay? And trust me, they have money to spend, okay? Again, with normal OFM, you have to basically find a model, etc. With AI, you do not have to do that, okay? So if you have a good niche, a good model, and good content, okay, you can make these types of results, which is like 100K in 30 days, okay? Obviously, this is good results, okay, because my team have a lot of experience, but you can easily do 5-10K per month within the first 3 months, okay? Basically, this is Emily, okay? She made $119,000, okay, in the last 30 days, okay? And I don't know if you would believe me, but this is actually AI generated, okay? It's very high quality, but you will see later on, you will believe me, okay? And obviously people, they're really interested in these types of model. We can see a little bit the AI because the face is a little bit too glowy, okay? The fun fact is it's actually me behind these types of account, okay? It's actually not a real girl, okay? So now that you're convinced it's the best business model, I'm going to explain exactly what are the 3 pillars of AI OFM, okay? How is this business structured so that you understand exactly what is going on, how it's done, okay? So basically the first one is AI content creation. Obviously, how are you going to create this type of content? Don't worry, I will explain very in detail a bit later, okay? The second step is the marketing, okay? You need to basically get customer on those social media, okay, for free. You don't have to pay anything. And then you're going to redirect them to a private platform such as FanView, for example, which is a very good one. And then you sell content on there, okay? How do you sell content? You are going to sell content by chatting with your subscriber, okay? And by doing that, you are going to make a lot of money, okay? As you can see, I have plenty of screenshots to show you the actual money made. This is like over a year, and she made $43,000 in March. Once again, this is a fully AI model. She doesn't even exist, okay? So here, as you can see, there is AI content creation, marketing, and chatting, okay? So in terms of AI content creation, okay, you have two choices. You can create them on your computer directly or online, okay? But just to explain you, it's way better to create it online, okay? Rather than creating it on your computer directly, okay? On your PC, you're going to get low quality content, okay? You need a high-end computer to be able to process that, so you can forget about the laptop. You need like a desktop, but to be honest, this is not what you want, okay? You can't create content like you know, on a laptop. It is just not powerful enough, okay? It's time consuming, and the content generation, okay, it's very slow, okay? So you do not want to do that, okay? You want to go and use online tool, okay, so that you can do it, okay? And then later on you can delegate the work to virtual assistants, okay, like employees online that are going to do it for you, automated, okay? You are going to get better quality for safe for work and not safe for work content. You are going to get very cheap content. You can create on any device, okay? The generation of content is very fast, and once again, you can delegate the work because you don't want to spend your whole day trying to actually create the content, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to show you exactly how to create your model, okay? What you're going to do is to go on cr.ai, just go in the link in the description, okay? And you will arrive on this page, okay? So here you go on cr, at the top, you're just going to type the text of what you want. It can be a blonde girl or whatever, you just type what you want, okay? Then you look at what the results are, and you pick the one that you like the most, okay, that resemble the most as what you want, okay, because you're not trying to create a model from scratch. You're just taking what is already done and changing it, adding it a little twist, okay? So we go and click on remix, okay? I already done some tests before, but basically what you can do when you click on remix is to go and basically just go and type the text here, okay? And you can add multiple creation. This is the number of creation that you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So you can just go and click generate, and you will see it is very fast to generate content, okay? This is the previous caption that I used, and I used the exact same here, okay? And basically the prompt that I took here, okay, is the prompt from this image, okay? So here I have some content. This is very good for your base model. Once again, you can click here to do more content. Now you're going to click on variation here, okay? And then boom, you have this text once again, because you want to ask CR to basically give you variation of this picture, okay? And then you can just add a few stuff, okay? Especially and soft skin, and you can add, for example, smiling, okay? Pummeling and a white figure. She's wearing a sexy dress. She's roaring, and her hair looks very smooth and thick. It is very good. We just want to add some picture where she is smiling, because for the other software to like register and like save your model, you usually need 10 to 20 picture, okay? So now what we want to do, we click on 4, okay, for example, and we are going to go and click generate. So it will load, and you see it is very fast, and you can do this on any like a computer, as long as you have an internet connection. You can even do it from your phone, but to be honest, from your computer, you work like 10 times faster, okay? So yeah, I'm going to show you once it loads. Shouldn't take so long anymore. Yeah, And you see now you have even more variation, okay? And you see that now in like just a few minutes, you basically have already a lot of content for your model, okay? Knowing that here there is only V1 that is available, but once again, the software, they adapt very, very fast, okay? Here you have the advanced configuration, okay? To be honest, I don't really touch that. You can already do lots of stuff doing that, all right? So now see you at the next step. And by the way, I forget to tell you that here you can basically go and upload an actual image here, okay? And it will actually copy the pose, etc., and transform it into a prompt, which is pretty good. Or what you can do is to copy this text, go into DeepSeek or ChatGPT and ask them to then just change the prompt a little bit to have a bit more variation. So you don't even have to think about it, you just ask and they are going to give it to you so that then you can create 10 to 20 pictures. And I basically saw that you would like the caption that you give to ChatGPT, okay, the prompt, okay, so this is the ChatGPT prompt that you need to give, okay. You can just ask him to do 2 variations of basically what you just did, okay. You can just like pause and copy it, okay. And the one that gave me the best results is actually this one, okay. Here, for example, it gave us lots of different variations. So this is basically how you create your base model, okay. But please do not create the exact same model. You need to create a model that that looks like exactly what you want, and just do not copy the exact same. Alright, so now that I show you how you create your base model, you have your 20 pictures. You are going to be able to start saving your model in Picasso or MySnapface or any other software, okay? Here you just go to Picasso, okay, click the first link in the description, you will be able to get 23 images, okay, why not? Basically you create your AI character, yes I have pictures, okay, you enter it's Anita Bloom, for example, okay, next step, you're going to upload the face just so that you can remember what model it is. You click here, you upload your model, okay, save, next step, and then you are going to go with the LoRa training, okay. What is a LoRa training in AI is to basically train the artificial intelligence with your exact model, okay, to basically register your model, okay. So previously you need to have 20 images that you just created in CArt, okay. I just gave you the exact rundown on how to do it. Now you drag and drop the images, okay, and then you're going to click on train. It costs like 35 gems, okay, which is like, I don't know, like €3 or $4, $5 maybe, something like that, okay. So now it's going to put training in progress and we'll get back when it's done. So while the LoRa training is in progress, it's saving your model, I just want to give you some insight on what is the best content to create, okay? For me, the best content to create to boost your model online, okay, to do the marketing, or actually image to video, okay? You have multiple ways to create content and advertise online. You have simple images, then you can just post, okay, or turn into carousels that work really well on IG, for example. You can do IG carousels, okay, so it's like a 10 picture or even 20 picture, and they just swipe, you add some music, okay, and they use it like that. This is for image creation. Then the second best content is the face swap, because you can do face swap images and face swap videos, but to be honest, face swap images is kind of meh, because you can just do videos, okay. Then there is the face swap videos that are pretty good, but to be honest, it's still working now, but the platform, they are getting more and more restrictive because of the face swapped, okay, because you're taking some base content and just face swapping your model, which is not very, very good, okay. And the problem with that is at some point you are kind of going to run out of model to face swap, okay, or not the exact same as your model. The good thing with face swapped content is that it's basically cheap and it's very simple to do. Okay, so that's about it. And the last content, okay, type of content is videos. And how do you do video with AI? You first create an image and then you turn it into a video, okay, which is image to video. This is what I'm going to talk a bit later on with Kling, okay. So if you hesitate on how to create reels, whatever, the best type of content you need to get good at is image to video, then add some caption and then add some music. Alright, so now the model is saved, the LoRa is trained, okay, we can just click use and do, for example, image generator. Or you can use it as well for the face swap, but here we are going to do the image generator, okay. So here I'm going to type a prompt. To be honest, I always use ChatGPT, okay, but you can always, copy what I just did before. Slender brunette with like round face, whatever, etc. We are going to change it to thin face. Again, the prompt ChatGPT is way better, okay. So we are going to click on our model, okay, and we are not really going to do ultra realistic or whatever. We want amateur shot from phone, okay, and we want a portrait because this is for social media, okay. And then we are just going to go and click on generate. It is not that complicated, okay. So now the image are being generated. Alright, so I did many prompts and here's some of the quick results that I had in just basically seconds. Then obviously you will need to train yourself on how actually to do this, okay. But here you can see we have some nice variation of the model and you have the base, like you have the images that you can then use on social media. Alright, so now there is another software that I want to show you, which is My Snapface. It's a very good software, okay? So what you're going to do, you can just click again the link in the description and you will have direct link to create an account, okay? This is another way to create images, okay? It's always good to have multiple tools. So you're going to add a model, real character, and you're going to call her Anita Bloom, for example. Okay, this is just a test and we are going to go and create a model. Once again, it's the same process. You need to just have images ready. The best way is to have like 20 of them, okay. So we are just going to drag and drop it, okay. So this is all the images of my model and we are just going to click on submit. Okay, your AI character list on create image will be updated soon. It takes a little bit of time to train the model, okay, around 5 minutes, sometimes 2, sometimes 10, but it's just a minute, okay. So I'll get you when it's done. Alright, now so the LoRa is finally trained, okay, your model is saved in the software. So what we are going to do is that we are going to create an image. The good thing is you already have some kind of poses, okay, so that you don't have to prompt or struggle with it. So we are just going to type social media, okay, and do something like this, okay, like mirror, pics, etc. Okay, and we always want to choose a matter style. This is very important, okay. Now we are just going to click on generate images, okay, and it will generate you images for your model, okay. It is not that complicated. It is actually very easy. Alright, so here basically you created all the video that you wanted to create and boom, it's done. So the good thing is with this tool is that once you created content, you can just click here on the 3 dots and then you can basically add a filter, you can upscale image, it means increase the quality of the image after it's being created, okay? And you can also create image variation here if you want to create more variation, or you can even click and generate a video directly from there. For example, this is waving to the camera, okay, but we could say I don't know, like doing a short dance. And we can do 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. And we click here and it will just generate. Alright, so after a few seconds of waiting, we finally get the video that is fully AI generated, the image is AI generated, and the video is AI generated. And here we have the girl doing a little silly dance. So there is some bugs, okay, but this is just one generation for the video. You can add way more prompting and just generate again to have a better view. But this is still pretty good, okay. You could basically just say that do a prompt where she do a dance, but she doesn't actually turn around and just stay fronting the camera, and then boom, problem fixed. But you see the results are pretty insane, all right? Alright, so now I'm going to show you Ai, which is one of the best software to do face swap video and images, but I'm just going to show you the videos because, to be honest, you can just create images on other software, so we are just going to focus on video face swap. Okay, so you need to obviously create an account on Ai. The link will be in the description, but this is very simple, okay, no need to complicate it. Then you're just going to pick the video of the girl that you want to have the video from, okay? You can type on Google whatever, like image, like IG video downloader, whatever, there is plenty of them. You can download single content or even the whole account. So that's very simple to find, okay? So I'm just using this one here and I will be able to download the video, okay? Once you have the video, it's not that complicated, okay? You are just going to go on Ai here and just drag and drop the content here, okay? It is not that complicated. It will analyze the video. And it is going to allow me to basically face swap it because we are in the face swap tool. Alright, so this is the video and now we are going to basically upload the face that we basically want, and we are going to choose an image where she basically face the camera. This is very important, so it really detect the face, okay? This is very important. Here I found one that is pretty good, okay, which is this one. So I just select it. It is uploading the image, and once it's uploaded, I can select the face and just generate the video. So here I created the face and I'm going to create the video. You can select few stuff, okay, but just try what you want. I just use the classic model, okay, it's not that complicated. Here you don't touch anything and you are just going to generate the video, okay? It is that simple. It's just a few clicks and it's just a few seconds to make it work. Alright, so now that the video is finished, we can just go and click on the results library. And here we have the video, okay? This is laggy, but if you want to basically see the video with high quality, you need to download it, okay? And here you will be able to see the video, okay? This is the video with the face swap face and the quality is pretty insane, even if she moves everywhere and do whatever, okay? Obviously for IG you will add caption, music, whatever, and then boom, you have your your video. Obviously you click on remove watermark, you need to upgrade. This is just a test account for you to see, so you do not have you know, like watermark, okay? Okay, now you might wonder exactly how do I create exactly the image that I want. you just go click on custom. Okay, here you choose you know what frame. Okay, you can do this for social media. Okay, you can what is very good is that you can take an image from another model, okay, that you find online, where she's, I don't know, crouching on the bed or lying down on the couch, whatever. You want this position, but you don't know how to prompt whatever, no problem at all. You can just dump it into it, okay, and basically he will reproduce the actual pose of what the model is doing, okay. So now you can select, for example, I want 4 images, okay. It's not that complicated, and here you can choose pose manually, closes, etc, etc. Okay, this is if you want to do it with like buttons, okay. What you can do as well is actually writing a prompt. So you basically have two choices, just so to make sure I'm clear. Either you just click and upload an image of another girl, and boom, you create generate. It will take the pose of the other girl that you just generated and do it with your model, okay. Or you can basically create a prompt, a custom prompt here, or you can choose a location, okay. So for example, you can click on living room, standing, clothes. We will do for YouTube, we will do legging and hoodie, okay. Hairstyle long straight, okay, and she's like brunette. Time of the day, we'll do morning, why not, and we will generate the images. And then boom, you see we just have the images we wanted here, okay, which are very good quality. Then you can just download and create videos with it or whatever. Alright, so now I'm going to show you exactly how to use Kling AI, which is one of the best tools for image to video. It's advanced and it's getting updates all the time. So you can just again click the link in the description. There is like the link for Kling AI, okay. Then you will go into video, okay, and then you can basically use your image. So I'm just going to pick an image that we created before, just so that you know exactly, you know, the process to completely create your content, okay? And we are going to put basically the same prompt as we did before in the other tool, okay? And we are going to type, she is doing a little dance while facing the camera. And then we are going to choose the time, okay, 5 seconds is good enough, but you can also do 10 seconds, okay. And the thing that you need to know is that you can also type absolutely nothing and just generate, okay, but at least here we are going to do this, okay. So now we are clicking on generate and we are waiting for it to generate the video. Alright, so now we have our video. Finally, I can just play on it. And boom, she's dancing like this. There is no real like bug or anything, and this is very like advanced, you know, quality. You can also prompt that she does not put her hands or whatever in front of her face, etc. And you can choose VIP or standard. By the way, sometimes for some reason you get also very good results, okay. You can also increase the output here to have more videos, okay, that you can do and post on the same account or on different IG account, for example. All right. Alright, so now basically you know exactly how to do safe for work content for social media, or at least you have a good base to start for free. Okay, once again, if you want more information, I can help you to do that personally with me and my team. Okay, if you want help, you just go and click the first link in the description. Okay, it's the same for the not safe for work content that I cannot show here, obviously. All right, this is the content that you're going to sell to your customer. I cannot show it here. So once again, I can help you with that with the first link in the description, and I will talk about it later in this video. Okay, so a few tips for you. Number one is do not look for perfection. Okay, your target is dumber than you think. Okay, they are low IQ. Okay, it is the absolute truth. Okay, so don't try to make content that you think is perfect. Make content that you think is good enough for them to be interested. Okay. Before launching your model, you need to know what your customer wants, okay? make some market research first, meaning that you're going to go scroll on social media, see what pop on your feed, see what are the comments, okay, what is your buyer persona basically, what do they like about a certain niche of the model, etc. You need to know your exact target before creating a model, okay? This is very important, but I will talk about it a bit more in detail later, okay? If you are new to AI, don't try to do models that are overcomplicated with their body type, okay? The more simple it feels, the more real it becomes, okay? So basically, if you're trying to make a model that have, I don't know, 3 legs and 3 boobs, for example, you're going to struggle a lot. Yes, it's a good niche, okay? But you're going to struggle to do it. So you need to do a model that is very niched, but easy to do, okay? And once again, I will talk about this a bit later on, okay? In the marketing part. Okay, if you choose a weird niche with body type, you need to know how to create and sell the content. Okay, it is the same advice that I gave you above, but for not safe for work content. If you create a certain types of model and you don't even know how to do not safe for work content, okay, that is the content that you're going to sell, okay, it's going to cause you a lot of problem because you're going to be able to have eyes on your model, even have subscriber, but nothing much to sell, which is the worst thing that can happen to you, okay? Remember that you can still do good results. You can still drive a lot of traffic to your accounts, okay, to your private platform like VanView, for example, just by using face swap content, okay? Before, my partner, he showed you exactly how to do AI content, how to create images, and how to do face swap. Okay, face swap, it's kind of an old method, but it still works just fine to at least start. Okay, remember that if you do face swap, you need to not do face swap and complete 100% image and video generation on the same account, because if on social media you do face swap, okay, you are exposed to ban, okay, so you don't want to make the account ban doing that, okay, so you need 2 separate accounts, one account for image, okay, 100% AI image creation and 100% AI video creation, and one different account for face swap content, okay. So number 6 is kind of the most important one. You want to focus on efficiency, okay? Don't waste an hour to do a perfect reel, okay? Spend as little time as possible creating content, but always weigh the time and cost against the money it can make you, okay? So to explain it better, if you spend 1 hour, okay, creating a reel that is perfect quality, you end up getting like 100 views and no subscriber, you spend an hour for nothing, okay? If you spend 1 hour and you made 20 reels, okay, and those 20 reels in combine, okay, in total, you manage to make 15,000 views, okay, so like 1K view per reel, per example, you have a high chance of being profitable for this 1 hour of work, okay? This is how you need to think, okay? So now we are getting into the marketing part, which is, I think, one of the most important one, okay? If you do not know exactly how to do the marketing and bring eyes on your model, you are not going to go very far, okay? This is the base of the business. So imagine having a reel with 3 million of views or even 4 million of views, okay? This is guaranteed money because you're going to get eyes, okay? You're going to get leads, people that are interested in the model, okay? Now you just need to find a way to chat with them and sell them content. So the most important thing you need to do is to get their attention, okay? So how are you going to get their attention, okay? You can't just take any random model and go and just create content like that. You need to slow down, think a bit of the strategy, okay, and find a niche, okay? What is a niche? It's just a category, basically, of model, okay? You can have like a snow bunny, for example, which is just a very cute girl, etc. You can have like really obese model. You can have a midget. You can have like trans creator. This is certain niches. Okay. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. To find a niche, okay, just go on IG, scroll what is trending, okay, find a niche that you think is going to perform well, okay, that is served to you by the Instagram algorithm, okay, and then you will go with it. For example, some model that I found, okay, in my feed, or this type of model, okay. This is a very like obese model, and she have IG Reels doing 70 million views, 36 million views, as you can see here, and there is plenty of them doing kind of the same stuff. It can be silly dances, it can be humoristic reels, whatever, okay. The thing is, I don't know if you believe that, but some guys, they're all very appealed by these types of models, okay. Again, once again, this is just to find the niche. Later on, we will talk exactly about the hooks, etc., the how to structure like your content, but this is a good example. Here you can see she started the video like this, like in front, okay, of the camera. So you think that she's thin, but when she back up, you see that she's very obese, okay? And this is basically the hook, okay? And this basically defines the success on the model, and obviously she is smiling, okay. So now with this model, this is a certain niche, so boom, you find your niche. You want to go with an obese model, but you could have gone with a midget or trans, whatever, okay. The tip that I want to give you is to go ultra niche, okay. The more niche down you are, okay, even if it's harder with AI, the more successful you're going to be with the least amount of work you need to put in. Because the customer that you're going to target, they are very interested in the model, okay? You're not here to basically copy mainstream OnlyFans model. You're here to do better and to do different. This is the, I think, most important advice. Try to do different and better. And this advice is good for any business, okay. If there is a high demand and a low supply, you have easy money, okay. So the first part, now that you have your niche, okay, you know what types of model you are going to go with, okay. Once again, the niche is not what appeal to you. I saw like students say, yeah, but she's not good. It's not for you, it's for your target customer, okay. So now that you have your niche, you need to get eyes on your model. You need to get eyes on her, okay. And how you're going to get eyes on her? First, you're going to just post content organically on social media, okay. And once you have eyes on social media, this is traffic that you can then funnel to your private platform to monetize it, okay. So I classify them a little bit like God tier for me, or Instagram, TikTok, and Thread, all right, or X and Reddit. And then there is the dating apps, okay, which is kind of more like black hat, but I'm going to go more into it. So if you have to start, just go with Instagram, Thread, or TikTok, even though for me Instagram is the best one. Once again, it's very important that you basically do one traffic method, like social media, make money with that, and then you can diversify. Do not try to launch 1, 2, 3 different social media platforms, okay? Then once you start getting views, traction, whatever, you need to double down on what you are doing, okay? There is too many students that just the 1 or 2 account, they get some views and they're happy with that, okay. You need to get always 10 times more views, and you need to always create 10 times more account that you are currently doing. Trust me, you can take my advice, okay. So basically there is a lot of keys to success, okay. But you would say like, why wouldn't I start with like Tinder or whatever, like dating apps, and not this, okay. Basically there is thousands of ways to advertise, okay, but you only need one to succeed. That's what I told you before, okay. You need to get very good at one single marketing channel before even trying another one, okay. to be honest, there is not really one platform that works better than the other. It really depends on are you good at it or not, okay? It's that simple, okay? But I still made like a classification, like a ranking, okay, based for my personal experience, knowledge, okay? Basically, for me, to be honest, the most easy one or the one that are organic, okay? So basically, Instagram, Thread, TikTok, etc., because it's like the platform, okay, is actually going to push your content for free to new user, and this is exactly what you want to do to get eyes on your model, okay? So now there is different types of marketing, okay? There is white hat and there is black hat, okay? If I give you a little tips, this is basically white hat, okay? Because you're just using the platform normally. This is white hat, meaning that it's like legal, okay? It's perfectly fine. Dating apps, etc., they are against you promoting a private platform. So this is black hat, okay? For me, white hat always worked better for me than black hat, okay? White hat is legal marketing using platform normally, basically, okay? It's free, okay? You are using all those platforms for free, and they are pushing your content to new people for free, okay? Why do they push your content? Okay, those platforms basically they gain money by doing two things. Okay, by selling information of the customer that are on the platform. Okay, with their online behavior, age, what do they click on, etc., and they sell this to other company. Okay. Remember, on social media, if you do not pay for an application or for a service, it means that you are the project, okay? And what can you provide? You can provide information about you, okay? And they basically sell those information to other companies so that they can target you with relevant ads, okay? So that's the first way of making money for this platform. And the second way is to actually sell ads to other companies. Okay, so when you scroll on IG, every 2-3 reels, you have an advertising, okay, and other companies, okay, brands, they pay to put ads on Instagram, okay? So that's how those platforms are free, okay, for you to use, but you are the project and they are still making tons of money. We are talking about billions of dollars, okay, obviously every year, okay? So their goal is for their user to stay for as long as possible on the platform, and their goal is also to have as many users on their platform, okay? So this is how the free platform works, such as Instagram, okay? And that's why we are using them in a like a legal way, okay? We are actually providing content to their user. We are putting out content for free, okay? So that their users stay on the platform and that new user join, okay? This is what it's a good solution, because you are basically helping the platform grow, and the platform help you back by bringing you customer, okay? So you basically work with the algorithm, as you can see here. You are not working against the algorithm, okay? The more quality content you produce that are appealing to the customers, okay, to the viewers, okay, the more views you are going to get, okay? And this is the complete opposite as black hat marketing. It's kind of illegal marketing using platform, but not normally, and we do not want to do that, okay? It is a high potential on how much money you can do, but it's absolutely illegal, so we do not want to do that, okay? And once again, okay, you're working against platform and you do not want to do that, okay? So IG, all the like, you know, free platform, okay, are very good because they are easy to start, okay, and they are easy to scale, okay, like Instagram, TikTok, Thread, okay. Now, if you talk about X, so previously Twitter, okay, it's popular for not safe for work content, okay, You can even post not safe for work content on the app directly, but it's hard to grow organically. The platform isn't really pushing your content if you do not bring external boost. And if you are just new, you do not have external boost to boost your post or your model, okay? But if your experience is good to scale and automate. Now let's talk about Reddit, okay? Reddit was really good in the past, now it's not so good anymore, okay? It's kind of the same as X, okay? But you can get banned very easy, especially with AI model, okay? It's really not AI friendly, okay? You have some subreddits that are kind of like certain categories of blog posts, okay? That are AI friendly, but it's very rare and it's changing all the time, okay? So I wouldn't really do Reddit. Then talking about the dating apps, such as like Tinder, Bumble, Happen, whatever, okay, it's costly to just start because you need phones or you need like very advanced method to do a lot of accounts, etc. It's kind of time consuming, it's going to cost you a lot of money, and it's really not reliable long term, okay, if you want to scale, at least when you're a newbie, okay? So what do you do when you basically have all those customers? Okay, you have all those customers. Now, how do you monetize them? You are going to basically drive them to your private platform. Okay, so it's just like a funnel. Okay, you get them on social media. Okay, Instagram, etc. And the funnel with the link in bio. Okay, like this one, for example. Here it was about, I wanted to show you about the niche. But if you go into this model bio, you will see a description, okay, where there is a link in bio. I mean, I'm sure you already seen it, and then it will be the link to their private platform, such as FanView, for example, for AI model. Now, in my partnership program, again, I'm going to talk more about it at the end of the video, okay? We present also other funneling method, which are Telegram, okay, and emails. This is reserved for the course. It's not really like a course, it's more like a partnership actually, because we work one-on-one with you to achieve your objectives. Alright, so now that you know exactly how to do the marketing and how to get eyes on your model, I'm going to exactly tell you how to funnel them to your private platform. So you get eyes on your model on IG, Twitter, Thread, whatever. You are going to add a link in bio on those platforms. Okay, I'm sure you already saw it on social media, and you're going to put your FanView link in bio. Okay, actually, you want to use like a get all my link link, because you are not really allowed to put directly on adult content platform with the link in bio. Again, there will be my referral code in the description for the get all my link. Okay, I'm sure I can show you here on this, for example, midget model. Okay, here in the description you have basically the link in bio here. Okay, so now we are going to go a little bit later on how to actually create the account for your private platform, etc. If you wonder what is this, okay, we also funnel customer to Telegram, okay, and we also funnel customer to an email registration, okay? All of that I don't really show on YouTube because I can't show absolutely everything, okay? But this is available in my partnership program that is that I'm going to explain at the end of the video, okay? So now, for the FanView account creation, I'm gonna show you in a few seconds exactly how to create your account, okay? How to get your AI creator verified, how to complete your accounts, and do all the setting optimization, okay? This is not that hard, but it's important to know how to do it. By the way, if you use my code Tristan100, okay, basically when you make $1,000 on your account, you are going to get $100 in bonus, okay? If you want another alternative, especially when you're beginning, okay, again, this is some information that I share in my partnership program that I do not show for free on YouTube, but stay tuned, I'm going to talk more about it at the end of the video, okay? Okay, so we are back for the FanView account creation. You can basically copy paste the link or just click the link in the description to access it already if you want the bonus. All right, so you are just going to arrive on FanView page. All right, you are going to enter your email here and then your password here. All right, just make sure you sign up. It will ask you for like, you know, verification that you're a human, okay? And then you're going to receive an email in your inbox, right? So once that is done, you're going to go to the next step. All right, now that you're connected, it's not that complicated. You're going to go and click on Become a Creator. Basically, what you just did is that you basically created your account as a normal, like, you know, client, okay, as a normal subscriber, and you're going to convert it into an AI creator. So you just click here on Become a Creator, okay? If we go back here, you're going to arrive on this, okay? So you go and you click on Start Earning, okay? What is your country? You can just choose, there is plenty of them. Then continue. Then you click that you're an AI, not a human, okay? An AI, continue. Then you can choose your niche, whatever, okay? Continue. How do you identify whatever? If it's female, you click female. Then you're going to set up your profile, name. Don't spend too much time on that, and you can always go back to it later, okay? Continue. Then the bio and the banner, okay? Again, you can do that later, and you can use Canva, which is a free tool to create your banner. But again, you can just put any picture. It doesn't really matter, okay? For the bio, keep it simple, but I'm going to go back to it a bit later, okay? So we're going to skip. Subscription price, I would advise strongly $3.99, which is the minimum, okay? We make money with messages, not with subscription. Then you can click continue, okay? And here you are going to want to verify your account, but don't stress, okay? What you need to do is to verify your ID, okay? This is because FanView, they need to do their KYC, which is know your customer, okay? They are legally obligated to basically make you like just verify that they know you, okay? Your client, they will never see your ID. They will never know who you are, okay? This is just to create the base account, okay? Then this account, you can use it, okay, to create your AI creator, okay? The profile, etc. Your name will never show anywhere. It's just for FanView verification, basically, okay? This is very important. They are going to ask you for the identity document, and they are going to ask you for live ID check, okay? They will ask you to scan like a QR code, whatever, and basically you will just verify with your phone, okay? It is not that complicated. After this step, you are going to basically want to enter my code, okay? Which is like Tristan 100. It's shown in the document in the Canva, okay? That is the support for this video, okay? Just so you make sure that you get the $100 bonus once you reach $1,000 made on your account, and then voila, you just created your account, okay? It's not that complicated. And again, this is just for your first creator. If you ever want to launch multiple creator, okay, first you need to do at least like $30 on your account, okay, and then you can create a new account, okay? If you start with a creator and you do not manage to even do $30, you can always rebrand, so change the bio, the image, etc. to start a new AI creator. You do not need another account. Alright, so now that you finally have your account, you're going to set it up, okay? It's not that complicated, but we'll do it step by step. Just follow what I'm telling you. All right, you can pause and rewatch if you are kind of lost. All right, so what we are going to do is to actually do the bio, etc. first. So edit profile, then profile information. You have the name here, then the bio. Keep it simple, okay? Just to say hi, kind of what niche you're in, okay? You know, if it's a girl with like a huge breast, or if it's like a femdom girl, or even a guy, whatever, okay? And you're trying to give a call to action, okay, to redirect them to the messages, because you want them in the messages. You don't want them to waste their time on your profile, okay? You can add that for the location, because why not? Or you do a fixed location in the US, for example. It depends. Or you say that you're traveling. Okay, it doesn't really matter. The goal is for them to look at your bio, see that it's a normal one, you're like a normal model, and that you are going, you want them to go into the messages. All right, so now intro video, you can click here and basically add an intro video of like 10 to 15 seconds. You can add carousel, so many images that go, you know, one after another, which is not a bad idea. Or you can just use, as I told you before, like software such as Kling to take an image and animate it into like a 10-second video, okay? And it needs to be a very like appealing video of your model, okay? And you also need to add caption, okay? Because what this video does, okay, is that it's going to basically be in the feed, okay, of FanView, so that when users scroll their feed, okay, sometimes they can be recommended your model and even gain some traffic from FanView, okay? You plug this and you add the video. Don't forget to add the caption, okay, like you know, subscribe to my account or come chat with me. You can add urgency. This is very good. So for the next 7 days, or for today only 50% off, or today only it's free, so that they're really tempted into going into your actual account. Okay, this is very important. Now, in terms of notification, personally, I just removed the notification here and even here because it's kind of annoying. But you can always keep the notification, the push one and the on-site notification. Okay, here you can, you know, put it, but I don't put it. Otherwise, it's just annoying. But if you don't have many clients, maybe it's a good idea. Okay. So if we go back to the profile real quick, okay, I don't think we forget anything. Yeah, the gender, okay, you can put it, and the social media, just do not put any social media, because you want people to come from social media to your FanView account and not from your FanView account to the social media, because you're going to sell your content directly on FanView, okay? This is very important to remember, all right? Now we are going to go a bit more into the setting, okay, for the subscription. So for example, we put the price at $3.99, okay. We do not enable that because we do not want people to be able to get a free trial to our accounts without having a payment method on, because this is very bad, okay. If a customer doesn't even have a credit card linked to his account, he's actually not a subscriber or a customer. He's like a time waster. He's going to waste your time and not spend anything. It's sad, but we are not here for charity. We are here kind of to make money. Okay. If ever someone wants to really pay, you do like a payment plan that is better if he subs for 3, 6, or 12 months. Okay. So basically, he's saving money. You can set it up like that. It's pretty good. Sometimes they subscribe like this. Even though we don't really care about the subscription, we make money from the messages. Okay? What I put myself for the promo offer on this account is 7 days free trial. This is what I recommend. It is very good. Yes, it's waiting a little bit of time, because then you need your chatter or yourself to basically sort the time waster and the people that will spend, but at least there is not much friction. Okay, it's free basically to chat with you and you will do the selling later. Okay. If you decide to set up a paid account, you can just create at the bottom to create a free trial link. Okay. But me, I put the account basically free. Okay. This is very, how do you say? This is very, very, very important. Okay. And this, do not, do not activate it. This is very important. Tracking links, you can add tracking links for your social media. Okay. To track what you do on IG, what you do on Thread, etc. So it's not very interesting. My AI, it's kind of useless for now. You don't use it. Okay. Automated message is very important. Okay. You want automated message for many things. Okay. You want automated message for new subscriber, for new followers. You can add it when subscriber canceled, when they resubscribe, when they renew is on. Don't do new purchase. Okay. And don't do first message reply. Okay. So for the new subscriber, it's simply a message they will receive when there is a new subscriber. So obviously you want to add something. Okay. It's very, 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 very important. Okay. Just before doing that, I just wanted to show you this. You click on profile, discoverability. This is what you want to activate. Okay. Then obviously follow for free so that they can follow for free. They won't see your main feed, but they are still able to message you. And what you want is people to message you. So they follow you for free and then they must be allowed to message you for free as well. Okay. Might be counterintuitive because we still have a paid subscription, but trust me, you want to do that, you will do twice as much money with this option. Okay. And blurred image, yes, it's pretty good. Okay. So now let's go back to where I was a few seconds ago. Okay. I don't know where I was. I'm going to find it again, the messages. Okay. So for a new subscriber, you can add something very simple like, hey babe, like hi there, hello, okay, whatever. And you add, here you click from the vault, okay, you add a selfie of the model like smiling or whatever. This can seem very simple, but I've been doing this for like 3.5 years now. This is what works best. We have a very good response rate, okay. And the good thing is that they see that it's like a normal model, okay? You are not trying to sell directly, and we try without pics and with picture, and you just get more answer with pictures, okay? What you could do is to also add a voice message, but for the voice message, you just need to go and look at the section of this course where we talk about how to do voice message, and you can add it, okay, as a welcome, so they hear your voice and you get more answers, okay, but it is not mandatory. For the new followers, it's kind of the exact same message, but you do need to say, okay, in addition, so they subscribe, you say hi, whatever, and you're going to say subscribe to my account, okay, for free 7 days, and you give them the link, okay. This is very, very important so that when there is a new subscriber, I mean, he's already subscribed. When it's a new follower, you welcome him, but you also give them the link for them to subscribe, okay, and this will improve the conversion rate. And again, you can add an image or no image, okay. If there is a subscriber that can sell, okay, you can send them a message, okay. You can say, for example, hey, like, I'm sorry to see you go, what happened, with an emoji, for example, or like what happened, am I not like good enough for you, with like a picture of the model, like crying a bit or whatever. You can say, if you subscribe again, I'm going to give you, a free content, whatever you want to get them subscribe on your account, okay? When they resubscribe, you're just going to say, hey, thank you so much, I thought that you were gone forever, whatever. You just adapt the message, okay? And when they renew their subscription, you can also send them a thank you message, okay? So that's about it. Again, don't spend too much time on that, okay? it's clearly not the most important, okay? If you did all of these, you're pretty much good to go. All right, now it depends where your business is based, okay? Or if you even have a business, but basically here you can do, you know, business or individual, okay? You enter your information, okay? You save, then you go into payout and you request payment. That's how easy it is, okay? But I'm sure you will figure it out if you manage to bring some subscriber. And I'm sure you're going to bring some subscriber and make money. This is not the hard part, okay? So see you in the next part of the video. Oh, and I forget, when you basically create your account, try to do at least 10 to 15 posts on the account for free, obviously, so that there is some kind of like interaction, likes, etc. But again, this should take you like 30 minutes, not more, and then you just post one time per day. Okay, so now that you understand exactly how to create your fan view account, okay, you're going to have to know exactly how to know your customer. You need to understand your customer, okay? Basically, all the money is made by selling content by direct message, okay? We send them content, they unlock it, we gain, we earn money, okay? But there is something that you need to know, that you need to understand, is the actual customer journey, okay? So the customer see you first on IG, thread, whatever, okay? And then he's going to go through your like Telegram channel, if you have a Telegram channel, or through your email list. And then he will arrive on your fan view account, okay? On your platform, your private platform, whatever it is, okay? Who are those customers? They are most likely men, alone, looking to have some fun. So when they arrive on your private account, you really understand where do they come from and why they are here, okay? Why they are on your account. Most of the time is because they are lonely, they want like a girlfriend or whatever, and they at least want to see some explicit content. So when they arrive on your account, you know what they are here for. And this is important to not forget, okay? Now we are quickly going to talk about AI voice chat that are very effective to make your subscriber pay, fall in love with you, and to build relationship, okay? And you don't need coding experience or whatever, you just need 11 Lab, okay? I will put a link in the description, okay? That you will combine with chatting, okay? So basically on 11 Lab is very simple. You can just go here. Once you created your account, you can click on add a new voice, okay? And you can basically, either you already have a recording of a girl, whoever that is, but you need the rights obviously to do that. And then you can have like a 30-second recording of the person saying whatever. It can be in English or any other language. It will work. It just clone the tone of the voice, okay? When you clone a voice, make sure that there is no background noises. This is very important, okay? So it will you will just do this, okay? Then you drag and drop, okay? And boom, you have instant voice clone, okay? But if you have an AI model, most of the time you will just go and choose a voice that is already in the library, okay? Here you just click and then you will just pick a voice, okay? You have tons of voice, okay, that you can pick, okay? For example, this one. You see here we have a voice that is Brittany. No problem, we can just go and use it, okay? You see it, yeah, sure, perfect, okay? View, you can go add to my voices. Here, boom, you have it, okay? And then you go to text to speech, okay? You can have a text and then you see Brittany, we just created it, and then you are going to go generate speech based on the text
Hey,
that
I'm
you...
Tristan. I'm just making this test to see how my voice sounds. Maybe we can use it for IG stories or...
You see, it's very simple and it takes 10 seconds to do, okay? Then you have settings here that you can add, okay? And later on, when you have chatter or employees, they can just do that for you, okay? If you want to do something very emotional, like a girl, how do you say, laughing or crying or moaning, whatever, you can just use the voice changer. So you can record the voice yourself, okay, and turn it into the voice of your girl. So I'm not going to do that now because I'm actually recording the video, so I wouldn't be able to do it, but you can just record here, boom, and you do it. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, but you can make a lot of money with that. Trust me, this is a game changer. Okay, and now they even added sound effects if you want some moaning, laughing, whatever. Okay, or like random stuff. But to be honest, this is the one that I use the most, and the voice changer sometimes. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the best selling strategy. Okay, there is a little bit of text, but hold on, this is very important. This is why there is a lot of text. Okay. So basically, in order to sell, we are using a script. Okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly what is a script and why you should absolutely use a script. Okay, so a script is, as you see here, okay, it's different steps, okay, with content to make it seems as it's real content and like filmed in real time. So each step you have one image, one video, one image, one video, one image, one video, okay, of your AI model. Okay, so it's basically a series of content filmed that contain multiple steps. Okay, I can't make it more simple than that. It must be filmed with the same outfit and the same background. Obviously, I cannot show you here. This is only in the partnership program, okay, that I have, in the AI program that I have, okay. But this will be at the end of the video or first link in the description. So basically, you need to film it with the same outfit and same background. Why? Because we make it seem as if it's real content, okay, and filmed in real time. So you cannot like having certain clothes in a room, etc. And one video later, you're in another room with another clothes, and then it's night, and before it was daylight. It makes no sense, okay? Also, you better film content without showing windows, etc. Because if you talk at 4 a.m., it's weird to send content when there is the sunlight. So better have no, you can close the curtain or whatever, so we don't see the sun. So the fans think that the content is being recorded in real time, okay? And they are 2 to 3 times more likely to pay more money if it's content recorded live than saying it's just pre-recorded content from like 2 years ago, okay? Knowing that most of the subs, they want to like, pleasure themselves, etc. while the model is doing the same. So you're just basically giving them what they want, okay? Which is the best way to say. So that's what we are doing basically with these scripts, okay? It's not like written scripts, okay? It's actual like image and video script, okay? So we basically convert each step below into either free or paid media. Okay, so you see the step 1, it's free teasing, okay? And it's basically content that we are going to give for free to tease the customer, okay? So it's $0. Then step number 2 is going to be, for example, topless, which is you give an image, you give a video, okay, which is for $19. Okay, then step 3, more explicit, image, video, $39. Then step 4, step 5, you get the idea, I'm sure. Okay, you will send them step by step, okay, to the fan as he's progressing through the story you're creating with these shots, okay, all the way to the climax. Okay, the whole process, as you saw, we increase the price of each pay-per-view content, okay, and play off the fact that the fan is convinced that this is happening in real time for him. This is very, very important, okay? You can basically 5x the sales you would normally make by using the ladder style selling, okay? You basically sell ladder because it's step by step, and we increase it, okay, 0, 19, 39, 69, and at the end he paid like $500. He didn't even feel it, okay? You will earn way more money by selling gradually, okay, selling price starting with a low price, okay, than with a single price like $40 per content, okay? So now for the building of relationship, okay, how does it work, okay? In this part, we are going to show you, I'm going to show you basically how does a conversation should go, okay? And this is based from my 3+ years of experience, and I basically handle almost 1,000 account. I mean, I've been doing this for more than 3 years, okay? So imagine it's hundreds of thousands of conversation, okay? I made basically more than 500k per month, okay, on OnlyFans, and more than 300k per month on FanView. Okay, I can show you like some of the account that we have. This is the last 90 days, okay, on inflow. I can refresh the page and do whatever we want. I can even show the last 365 days, so basically the last year, okay? And as you can see, for the past year, it's bit more than $5 million, okay? And as you can see here in the percentage, most of the sales, they came from the message. This is inflow, by the way. It's like a CRM to show all the number and manage all of the account that I have on OnlyFans, okay? So now that you know why you should listen to me, I'm going to exactly show you how does a conversation should go in most case, because there is not one single way conversation goes. But this is the basic approach that you should absolutely follow based on my experience. You don't have to think, you just have to follow it, okay? So when you start with a new customer, okay, with a new subscriber, you want to build relationship with him. It's very important. You don't want to go and try to sell them right off the bat, okay? You need to know who is he, because when he arrived, you just have a name or even no name. So you need to know who is he, okay? You need to know how to talk to him, okay? Why? Because you want to give him what he wants, okay? And you do not speak the same way you would speak to a 20 years old to a 50 years old, okay? Obviously, we are humans, okay? And you want to give him, you know, like you want to give him the bag and he wants the bag, okay? This is very important. So now, if we take different cases, for example, Alex is 20 years old, current situation, work as a part-time at a coffee shop, barely $500 a month, relationship status, single, etc. If we compare to David, that is a software engineer earning $8,000 per month, you realize that you're not going to price the content the same for him, and you're not going to talk the same to him, okay? It's the same if you talk to John, that is 54 years old, okay, work at a tire factory and earn 2k per month. You're not going to sell them the same, okay? You're not going to put the same price. So for example, this guy, maybe you will try to sell him like $10 content, $15, okay? Maybe this one you can sell $50, $60, even the first content, okay? This is very important. A bit later on, I will show you exactly how you manage to actually know all of that about your customer, okay? So basically, your first goal with a customer is to get to know him, okay? And build a relationship. If possible, a love relationship, okay? So what you're actually going to do when you arrive in the message, you are going to start with a welcome message that you're going to blast to every single new subscriber that you get, okay? What's your name and where you're from? This is what you want to say every single time, okay? It feels natural and it's the most important information. If it's someone from a third world country like Asia, whatever, or if he's from the US, you already get a lot of information, okay? Then every single information that I'm going to give you, that I'm going to tell you to ask the customer, you need to actually, you have a fan note on the right side on FanView, for example. You need to note everything you know about him. So it's already done basically with AI. They took some of the information that you ask and that he answer and put it, but there is some information you still need to write down by hand, okay? So this is an example of the notes, a bit like I showed you above, okay? He's in San Francisco, 54 years old, he's retired electrician, I have a family with pigs and horses, and the more precise, the better it is, because then you can remember what he's doing, actually relate, do jokes about stuff that he does in his life, etc. So the hobbies, fishing, going to hike, sexual preferences, sex life, notes, it's very important, okay? When you try to get this information, please, it's not like a FBI interview, okay? Keep the conversation natural. You can send 2-3 messages between each question to make it very like as natural as possible. Try to get interested in what he's doing, okay, but keep it concise, okay? Don't send 15 messages between each, question, otherwise you are never going to have the time, even if you have employee doing that for you, okay? If he doesn't answer, please send them a message again, okay? It can happen that they do not answer you. It doesn't mean that they are not interested. They can be bothered by something else or whatever, okay? So the conversation should go like this, okay? Again, you have to add more information between each step, okay? So what do you do for a living? It is very important to know his job, okay? Age. How old are you, by the way? You can ask him. Some they don't want to give their age, but it's important, okay? What's your hobbies, okay? What turns you on the most about me? This is very cool because then they start getting into details. And again, you want to know what your customer wants so that you can give them this, okay? And this can turn the conversation into more like explicit stuff, which is very good. You will see that some guys, they are very, very expressive, let's say. So then what's the wildest thing you ever done in your sex life? Then you're going to ask, what are you doing right now? Again, this is a frame, okay? The conversation from there can go anywhere, but you try to at least have a frame, okay? And make it look natural. It's okay if you skip a few steps, okay? Then you are going to say, what are you doing right now? Which is the best question that you can ask so that you can know if the guy is with his kids at the supermarket, you're not going to go into the more explicit stuff. You're going to wait, okay? If he's home alone, then it's a different story, okay? If he is with his friend, it's a different story. So from this, you will know exactly where to go, okay? Then, if no answer, then please, you need to send them a message again. You need to send follow-up message. Don't be scared. It will happen all the time, okay? You can say stuff like, come on, don't be shy, etc., okay? If it's not a new subscriber and it's a guy that already talked to you for the past 3 days, obviously you need to act and do stuff differently. But once again, you're here to adapt yourself to the customer, okay? You can ask him a few questions about his day and make sure to chat for minimum 4-5 messages before you start teasing him to make it look like a real conversation, okay? For example, if he's working, what did you do at work? How was the weather for you? Did you sleep well? Are you tired? There is plenty of natural questions to ask, okay? So once you did that, we are going to actually enter the script. The script that I showed you here with the steps, okay? Once again, I can't show you really how it is, okay? But this is in the AI program that I have, which is at the end of the video, okay? So now, this is the first part of the script. This is where the interesting stuff happens, okay? You're going to basically tease the customer for free. For absolutely free. You're basically giving him content for free. Who doesn't like free stuff? Nobody. Everybody likes free stuff, okay? So you start with the free content. You can send one picture first, okay? And then the video. So you give him 2 free content, okay? And obviously you describe the content, okay? And basically each script that we have, it's a different normal life situation, okay? The whole script that you saw here. So for example, we could name this one like a bedroom here, and we can do the exact same frame but for another one, okay, which is like a living room or like shower, outside, whatever, okay? And the steps are always the same. Models start fully with clothes, okay, free teasing, we give them for free, then topless, then they remove more stuff, etc., etc., okay? So here we are in the teasing phase where we give the free content step 1, okay? I'm in my bedroom, living room, bathroom, watching Netflix, whatever, okay? And you send the first content for free, okay? Once the customer receives that, he will tell you what he wants to do. Or if he's not, okay, if he's shy, you are going to ask them, do you like it? What do you think? Whatever, okay? You can even ask for a picture of his stuff, okay, which you can determine very well if he is horny or not. Once that is done, you are going to move to step 2, but important, if something else happen. He asks you for a very specific content, for example, no, but show me this type of video now. You are going to obviously send him the video locked for a certain price, okay? This is the basic conversation, how a basic conversation should go. If he asks for specific content, you stop what you're doing, you erase the message you were writing, and you send him the content for a price, okay? Whatever he asked. Then you are going to get started into the actual selling part, finally, okay? Step 2, you're going to send the topless content for $19, okay? Then if he doesn't buy it, you can go into objection handling, okay? See why he didn't buy the content, okay? If it's too expensive, you didn't describe it, he's not horny, whatever, okay? Or he just forget, for example, or maybe he thought it was free. And then you are going to see if it's really the price, then you can negotiate from 19 to 15, maybe to 12, maybe to 10, maybe to 9. Okay, the goal is to sell whatever. Okay. Obviously, when you send the content, he needs to be teased and you need to describe the video. Okay. And you need to always put 2 to 3 sexting messages, okay, to warm up the guy and like just exchange messages between each content you're going to send. This is highly important, okay? Unless it's a very like a guy that is very explicit, he buy in like 2 seconds, then you don't really need to send too much message. You can just send the content and only send 1 message between each, okay? Then step 3, explicit for 39, okay? Then step 4, you increase the price. Step 5, step 6, step 7, okay? You know how it goes now. I guess you understood, okay? And that's about it, okay? For the very basic stuff. But now, I do have a lot of tips to give you on how to do chatting. Once again, the marketing is great, it's very important, this is the base of the business. You need to have like AI content, you need to know how to do it, you need to know how to bring subscriber. But if you do all of that and you do not do the chatting, it's basically useless, okay? Or you're going to lose a lot of money. So I have a bunch of tips for you, okay? There is a lot, but these are golden tips, okay? It's not just tips. I will type it here. It is golden tips, okay? It's very important, okay? So when you start to sell, you need to start low, okay? You do not want to start with content at like $50. You want 19, 15, or even free. The teasing must be free, okay? This is very important, okay? Then, because otherwise you're going to just scare the customer away, okay? Then you want to actually negotiate the price, okay? It's better to negotiate the price down from $29 to $19 than to just refuse to sell him content, even if it's a very explicit video. It's not like you have to film them yourself, and it's not like you are going to run out of stocks, okay? It is a virtual project, okay? But never reduce the price by half at first, okay? When he first negotiates, okay? It doesn't feel natural. If you negotiate a car at the dealership, okay, the car dealership, they're not going to reduce the price from 10K to 5K. They'll reduce it to maybe 10,000 to 9,000, okay? So you need to reduce it slowly, okay? And only if the sales objection is about the price and not something else, but later on I'm going to show you, okay? Also, you need to listen to the subscriber. I told that to you before. If a subscriber asks for content in the middle of the conversation or at the start or whenever, you need to sell it to them, even if it's off the script, okay? This is very important. Never stop selling on your own, okay? I learned that when I was in the business school and when I worked at a French shop that sold a shirt, okay, for businessmen, okay? You never stop selling on your own. It's the customer that will tell you to stop selling, okay? After selling a full script, okay, you sold 7 steps, okay, you need to ask if he wants more, okay. If yes, you're going to just go for another round, for round 2, okay, and sell another script, okay. You wait for the customer to tell you to stop, okay. It's very important. And then, even once he stop, okay, once he bought everything and he wants to stop buying, you continue the conversation, okay, for a few messages, okay, to make it feels more natural that you're not here just for the transaction, okay. This is highly important if you want your customer to come back. And trust me, you want your customer to come back because it's hard to get customer on your account. You want them to spend as much money and stay for as long as possible to increase the LTV, which is the lifetime value of each customer, okay. Now, mass messages. If you work on FanView, for example, which I recommend you, to be honest, you need to send a mass message, okay? So it's a message that will be sent to every single customer every like 5 hours. So you need to send them multiple times per day. This is highly important, okay? And you need to unsend the last mass message. That is very important, okay? So basically, when you send a mass message, it can include text only, image plus text, video only, video plus text, video, like whatever. Try to change it to make it seem real, okay? And never send a mass message PPV. So you're basically, you never want to send a mass message with a content that is locked, with a content that you want them to pay, because it feels unnatural, it's too salesy, it's too pushy, and you would send a mass message to everyone at the same price. And remember, you do not want to send a mass message to a guy that earns $8,000 per month and to send him a content for 20 bucks, which would be a content that you would send to a student that earn 800 bucks per month, okay? You do not want to send a mass message to whales. What is a whale? A whale is someone that spent, for example, a lot of money in a short amount of time, okay, like 1.5k, so 1.5k in a month is kind of a whale. He's a guy that spent a lot, and you don't want to ruin him, okay? You want to, quite the contrary, build a lot of relation with him, and, you know, keep it cool with him, like a casual conversation, okay? So you want to put them out of the mass message list, okay? Again, in my AI program, I exactly show you how to do that, okay? Make sure to write down the client information. This is how it looks on FanView. Once again, it's done by AI, which is very cool, okay? And the other platform, they are not doing it, but you can still add information that you think are relevant, and this is very important, okay? Now, in terms of chatting style, I was talking about whales, okay? You kind of do the same chatting for everyone, okay? You adapt a little bit depending on their job, how old they are, but especially to whales, okay? If there is a whale that spent, for example, $5,000 or $10,000, and I can show you some, okay? Some of them, they spend a lot. Okay, so here, for example, I mean, this is real, customer. This guy spent 5.4K, this guy 4.6K, this guy 2K, okay? This is the type of customer that I consider whales, okay? They make sometimes 80% of your revenue, okay? So don't try to sell to them content always, like otherwise they are going to leave. Trust me, whales, they buy content very easily. Some of them, they buy any new content that you throw at them. But you need to still make sure that they fall in love and that they are actually happy about the content that you sell them, because you're not stealing money from them. They actually send you the money willingly, repetitively, and they are happy. And this is, you want to keep it that way. So do not be too pushy, okay? Mention their name. Sometimes they have a surname they like you to call them. It's very cool, okay? Surname or Dre. This is very important, okay? Some of them, they love it, okay? If you really want to maximize your earnings, you need to become a master at handling objections. This is very important. Objection handling is the base of sales, okay? Basically, when a client doesn't want to do what you want, this become an objection, okay? And I've been doing, I did like 5 years of sales, basically. I know what it is, okay? This was before I even started on IFAD management and AI models, etc. And now I have more than 3 years in exactly that business. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about, okay? If you want him to buy your content and he doesn't buy it, okay, this is an objection. It's not more complicated than that, okay? No matter if he just don't answer, if he just don't buy, or if he negotiate, whatever, as long as he doesn't do what you want, which is buy your content, okay, this is an objection, okay? Now, how you're going to overcome this objection, okay? You're going to ask. It means an objection, okay? It means that you do not have enough information, okay, to give the customer for him to understand why he should buy, okay? If you give him all of the reason, okay, to buy, and he have no objection not to buy, the only option left he have is to buy, okay? So you need to ask question to understand why he's not buying. Is it the price? Is it the duration of the content? Maybe you didn't describe the content enough. He doesn't even know what he's buying. Maybe he's not horny. Maybe it's just too fast in the conversation, okay? Maybe he doesn't have the money right now, even though most of the time they do have the money, or at least a little bit of money, okay? Best is to ask an open question, so they will give you directly the answer as why. And then from this, you can ask another question or give them the solution. It is very, very simple, okay? But it's important to know. Do not ever just say, yeah, but buy the content or please or whatever. It's just very cringe, okay? You do not want to be cringe in front of your customer, even if sometimes begging that you need the money can work, but most of the time it doesn't really give you a good image of your model, okay? Once again, send follow-up message to customer not answering. Sometimes they just don't buy your content because they just forget, okay? And sometimes they just don't answer your message. It's not that they don't want to buy, they just didn't even see your message, okay? Once again, you're not the only girl in the world, okay, doing that. There is many girls, so you need to go and try to always be on top of their inbox. They need to have notification about you in case they forget. We never know, okay? We all have a life, stuff are happening all the time. We are scrolling on the phone, okay, watching TV, friends around, mom calling. It's easy to lose track, okay? Once again, do not beg for money. It's strange, to be honest. I tried it, okay? We still do it very sometime based on the branding of your model, but basically a model that is very beautiful, live in a, you know, beautiful house, beautiful outfit, etc. It's a bit hard to beg for 10 money, you know, it's not natural, okay? Do not waste your time with time wasters. So what is a time waster? Is someone that is not really buying and that is wasting your time, costing you money, okay? So how do you detect a time waster? It's someone that talk a lot or that is trying to cause you problems, saying that, for example, he never bought content for a month and he's saying, yeah, you're not real, or you don't want to give me free content, or he said, yeah, I will never buy content. He's just a time waster, okay? The more you talk to him, the more he will talk. He have time to waste, he's wasting your time, okay? Time is money. And how to deal with them? The best way is to not completely never answer them, okay? You can label them as time waster once they talk for like 2-3 weeks without buying anything. It doesn't mean that you're never going to talk with them. It means that they are going to be less of a priority to you. So you're going to answer first to all of the other clients, okay? But you still send them mass message and you still answer them whenever you have the chance, okay? The thing is, time waster, it doesn't really exist, okay? At least like not buying for 2 weeks doesn't mean they are a permanent time waster, okay? Maybe they just wasted your time for 2-3 weeks. But I've seen many of them, okay, buying hundreds of dollars after 2-3 weeks. Okay, maybe they just wanted to see if you're real and if you're here for the money or for them. Okay, it all depends on the number of chatters that you have that are available to ensure your chats. Okay, this is very important. For example, if you have a team of like a 5 chatter and you have only 2 models, there is no really time waster. You always have a chance to sell. If you're the only one doing the chatting, then it means that maybe you don't have a time for a guy that talk to you for 2 hours when you have all the marketing to do. Okay. Never sell content without giving free content first. Okay. You always need to tease the customer, unless he already tell you he's horny or whatever, then you can go straight into selling. Okay, but the worst thing that you want, okay, is a girl send you paid explicit content where you are not horny and they are begging for money. It's the worst thing. You lose all interest for the girl. Okay, you need to always describe the content that you sell. I see way too many people sending like content like that. It's locked. They do not know what's happening in your content. They don't know what you are sending. Okay, how do you want, okay, for someone to want your product, okay, if they don't even know and see your product, you need to at least give them a sneak peek. Okay, send a blurred content, send a preview, whatever, and describe it with text, and you can even describe it with a voice message to make it more appealing. Okay, this is very important. Now, don't believe their excuses. They always have excuses as why they shouldn't buy your content. Okay, I have no money. This creator does the same for $5. Or I will buy later. It's not good excuses. Okay, there is no good excuses. Okay. You need to manage your chatter daily. If you happen to hire chatter, you need to manage them daily. Don't worry about chatter. I will explain you how to hire them and how to train them a bit later on. Okay. That includes tracking their daily sales. Okay. This is very important. Okay. Then giving them constructive feedback. Don't just yell at them. It doesn't do more sales like that. Trust me. Training is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. It never stops. Your chatter can always get better, same as you, same as me. Okay, they can always improve. Do not sell custom content with AI model. It's a bit too complicated. It's going to waste your time. You're already selling content like scripted content as if they were made live, so you do not need custom content. If really you have a whale that spend 5, 10, 15K, okay, maybe you can do a custom content and write the name on a paper or whatever, okay, or saying the name with like a lip sync, okay, but this is really advanced. This is okay for whales, but once again, you will be always better off trying to increase the traffic, okay, and maybe do that only for the whales, but big whales, okay. Never talk about forbidden stuff, okay? You need to read the TOS and ban words of the platform you're working on, like FanView, for example, okay? It's really important because I know people that got their account banned, even a 1 or 2 years old account banned because they use certain banned words, okay? Or send like forbidden content. All right, this is very important. Okay, you don't want 1 year of work to go to ashes just because you didn't follow the TOS. Okay, terms of service. Bundle or bad. Okay, some people they like bundle. Me, trust me, I did it. I tried on hundreds of conversation. Bundles of content, basically they're bad. Okay, it devaluates the content of your model. Okay, once you start selling bundles, any content sold as a single piece seems like a bad deal. Okay, if you go to the McDonald's, they give you a menu for 10 euros. Okay, 10 times in a row. The next time they try to sell you a single burger for 6 euros or $6, you're like, what the fuck, give me the bundle. It's the same with the content. Okay. Emojis are a great way to transmit your emotion. Okay, so 2 emojis like this, it's cool. Okay, 1, okay, it's good, but if I send like 12 like this, it's just too bad. Okay, you do not want that. Do not overuse them, but use them like wisely. Okay. Never agree to an IRL meeting. Okay, it's kind of illegal on all the platform, and you're not going to meet IRL or whatever because the model doesn't exist. Okay, this is very important. Okay. but you can always like sell the dream, you know. The best advice I can give you is to join my mentorship partnership program, the AI program that I have, that I will explain more at the end of the video, so that you can work directly with me and my team to make money. Okay. Once again, imagine the results you would do if I would personally coach you for 19 days straight, 10 hours a day, how much money you would make. Okay. I show real conversation recording. I give you all the tips for the marketing, the chatting, whatever, so you can basically become an expert in a few weeks instead of putting tens of thousands of dollars and spending years to do it. Okay. So now we are going to see exactly how to hire your employees to delegate the work. Once again, do not try to delegate from the get-go. You need to know exactly how to do it yourself, build process, and then hire your employees. Okay? Once again, all of that is explained in my my AI program. Okay? It depends if you have money to invest or not, but basically this is the basics on how you need to do it. Okay, so the platform from the best one to the worst one, okay, that I personally use are Facebook groups, okay, then Telegram groups, then Instagram paid ads. So it's Instagram paid ads in story, okay. Then you have freelancer.com, which is a free website, and you have upwork.com, which is a free website as well. Okay, these are like websites especially made to hire employees, but they are kind of restrictive when you want, let's say, employees related to adult content. Okay, but those three ones are very good. These are free. Okay, this is paid, and these are free, but Facebook groups and Telegram groups are the best. Okay, how to find those Facebook groups? Okay, once again, in my program, I just give the groups. Okay, it's not that complicated. Same for the Telegram. But to be honest, Facebook is kind of like, I mean, it's not fast, but it's easy at least to find some groups like VAs Philippines. You can type whatever and you will find VAs or VAs Madagascar, whatever country that you're looking for. Okay. In terms of the actual job post, it's not complicated. You can just type no experience needed, will train you, stable, long-term position available, earnings, the base pay, whatever. Interested, send us a DM. And then all of the sorting will be actually done through the application form, okay? What do we use as an application form? We use Google Form because it's absolutely free and you can ask any screening question that you have in mind. It's important to know that you shouldn't do a Google form that is too complicated, too long, because you would be amazed how fast people give up, okay? Maybe ask 5 questions, do not ask 10. You are going to lose 95% of the applicants, okay? You can ask questions about their setup, okay? About their previous experience, if they are okay with the pay, okay? The country, and basically their information. Do not ask for more than that, it will be too complicated. The sorting process is done in the Google Sheet. Basically, you create a Google form, etc. It will be a link, you can just send it to them, okay? And then to sort application, all the answers from the applicants will be in a Google Sheet, which is, again, absolutely free. And you can sort them, and based on their answer, you ask open answered, okay? Open questions, so that their answer are quite developed and you see how they type, if they are serious or not. You see the country, if they're okay with the pay, their previous experience. You have all you need to see if you want to do what, to see if you want to do an interview, okay? Most interview, you need to do it on Google Meet, which is the easiest one, okay? You message them on Telegram, WhatsApp, email, whatever they have, they have applied, okay? Usually you ask for their phone number or Telegram, whatever, some way to contact them. You just schedule an appointment. You can also use like Calendly, for example, or any other type of scheduling software. There is also Google Calendar free, okay, so that you can basically book calls, okay, to interview them, and it's absolutely free, okay. You can just type on Google calendar booking, okay, and you can create events, and like it's very simple. They can pick a date, an hour that fits your availability, and then boom, you have interviews sorted, okay. Once you have someone that you want to try, okay, you always do 1 week trial, okay, as any company would do. You need to provide a full training. To provide a full training, you need a full course of your own, okay, for your employees. Once again, if you never did stuff before, you need to know how to do it before you hire someone. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to control, to monitor their work. You wouldn't even know if they're doing great or not, okay? So how would you want to actually teach them anything? You need to know how to do it, and then to delegate, you can do through all this hiring process to then train them, okay? And then, so basically I should have put like a step like this, which would be, first you are going to basically train them, okay, training course, okay, and then you are going to monitor them, even though most of the time you need to show them live, okay, exactly how you do stuff. If it starts for Instagram, if it starts for like chatting, whatever, most of the time you need to show them live. Otherwise, you're not going to watch the video. They are not able to like ask you question. Trust me, you need to show them live. Okay. Then you need to actually monitor their work. Okay, they are employees. They are not CEOs. Okay, they are employees for a reason. Okay, it means that they do not really know how to handle themselves, how to manage themselves. So you need to actually manage them, and this takes a lot of work. Managing people is the hardest stuff in the business. Okay, so it's pretty hard to hire them, train them, monitor them on a daily basis, knowing that, for example, for the chatting, you obviously need chatter 24/7. I mean, you can start with 6 hours per day, 8 hours per day, but the more coverage you have, the more money you make, okay? In terms of communication, the best is via Telegram, okay? It's a free solution, okay? And this is the best way to communicate with your employees, okay? So now, finally, okay, if you want to make $10,000 per month with AI, not in like 3 years, you need to do it now, okay, because the business is just starting, and this is just the best moment to start, okay. In any business, the best moment to start is now, because you couldn't start yesterday, okay, and the more you wait, the more there is competition, the less relevant it gets, okay. So basically, to make money with AI, I can actually help you to go and reach that, okay, way faster, and saving lots of money that you would burn trying to learn and test stuff. So if you work alone, basically most of the time, you are going to waste a lot of your time and waste a lot of money, which is the last thing you want to do, okay? So basically, if you work, like why would you work with a mentor, okay, like with me, for example, if you can start on your own? Again, alone, you're going to burn time and money, okay? This is the growth when you work with a mentor, and I worked with mentor myself. That's how I made a lot of money very fast, okay? I work with a mentor, okay, which reduce the time and effort you need to put, okay, and it increase your outcome. When you work alone, you are going to do spend a lot of time and lots of effort, okay? Even if you start for free, it's going to cost you a lot of money the more you do it, okay, and the more you fail. Do not do the same mistake as I did when I was just starting up, okay? I started as an OnlyFans manager alone, working 10 hours per day without networking, trying to figure it out everything by myself, knowing that at this time there was not much resource online. There was, but very bad, okay? I made costly mistake, losing lots of money, months of work. I lost more than 30K to even start really making money. But this is normal, okay? This is how it goes if you want to go. That's the reality when you want to go and do not spend anything and work alone, okay? I use like dating app method or real phone. I ordered like 20 iPhone. I basically lost money. I had to sort everything to get back on my feet, okay? And I got scanned by model, etc., etc. So I made a little comparison for you, just so you understand, okay? When you work alone, is going to be time consuming, okay? You are going to have a nightmare handling all the chatting. Trust me, I have an agency that do absolutely only that, okay? You are going to waste your time trying to figure out the chatting by yourself, okay? It's possible, but it takes months and months of work to get at least some decent results, okay? The not safe for work is very hard to create still, and I have partner in my agency that are very good at doing that, okay? And when you work on your own, you can succeed, yes, but 99% they fail, okay? To even make $1. I don't even talk about making a lot of money to make $1, because you need to reimburse all your investment, okay, and make money on top of that, okay? So trust me, most of the people, they do not make money by working on their own. After like 3 weeks or a month, they just stop because they are just losing money, okay? And they are losing patience, motivation, etc. Okay? With a mentor, you're going to focus absolutely on what is important, okay? Which is the marketing, okay? Which is starting to make money fast. This is what we want. We want to go and do cash flow. This business is a cash flow business. This is the business that generates cash flow because we are almost like 100% margin, okay? And we can make money in like the first week, okay? When you work with a mentor, when you work with me, we are going to basically give you a step-by-step plan of action so that for you it's easy to start, okay? Because when you're alone, even if I give you everything for free, you will still be kind of lost on where to start, what to focus on. I see people, they launch multiple AI model at the same time when it doesn't make sense. Okay, you need to first try to make one succeed. Okay, succeed in one. Anyway, and you will basically get tailored daily coaching, because every model that you launch, okay, every student that I coach, okay, they are different. So they need different advices, okay, a different approach, okay. So that's very important. So what's in it in this program, okay? There is basically marketing resources, okay, and there is a mentoring with me and my team. And we are going to teach you the 3 basics of this business, okay, which is social media, okay? How are you going to do the marketing on social media, okay? How you are going to actually create, okay, attractive AI content, okay? And by the way, in this, it also include create your base model, okay, and choose the niche, but I already explained that, okay? Then, chatting, how to do it if you want to do it on your own, okay? Or just work with me and I will do the chatting for you, okay? And also how to deal with the page management, okay? And how to do with the content management, okay? All the not safe for content production that you need to do weekly to sell to your customer, okay? So who is this offer for? To be honest, it's only for people that really want to make money, okay? And that have money to invest in it, okay? To basically save time and gain from my experience and make money fast, okay? This is okay, who this program is for, okay? So why would you work with me? Okay, I think I proved you that I basically know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to explain you anyway, okay? I'm not one of these gurus making money from course, okay? I do not sell a course, okay? The only thing that I sell is my AI partnership program, okay? Where I'm basically going to work with you to build, scale, and make money with AI together, okay? So my interest is that you make money, so I make money, okay? So you are going to learn from someone that know, okay, how to do it, and that did it many times, okay? So if I did it for myself and for a lot of models, okay, I can do it for you, okay? So this is once again, one of the AI model that I created, okay? And basically, I have a lot of experience, okay? So I have more than 6 years of experience in business, more than 3 years exactly in OFM, okay? And I generated millions of dollars, okay, in this business, okay? I mastered the 3 pillars of this industry, which is AI content creation, marketing, and chatting, okay? So from there, the best way for you to start this business, if you are really motivated and if you have money to invest, you just go click the first link in the description and we'll do a call together and see how we can help each other, okay? So now for the frequently asked question, because people ask me questions all the time about how it works, etc. I'm going to answer a few of them, okay? Is AI OFM a legal business? Yes, I have a company in France. It's absolutely legal. Okay, there is no problem. It's even more ethical than normal OFM because we are not managing model, which is kind of sketchy. We are managing pixels, basically. The girl doesn't even exist. Okay, as long as you follow the social media platform guidelines and the private platform guidelines, all the TOS. Okay. Do you need to show your face to succeed? No, absolutely not. Okay, I show my face because I show what I do, on YouTube and social media. But for you, absolutely not. You can just manage a model comfortably behind your screen in Thailand, for example. Okay. You do not need to show your face to recruit model because you don't have a model. Okay. Is the market saturated? That is a good question that I get asked all the time. No, it's just starting. The AI OFM business is just starting, okay? And it's growing faster than ever, okay? Trust me, what it was 6 months ago is not what is right now, okay? Making 6 months, making 100K per month 6 months ago was very hard, and now I just did it last month, okay? You can watch it for free on my other YouTube video, by the way. Okay, there is more and more lonely guys, okay, and there are more and more people on the internet, okay, with access to the internet. So this business is just starting and is scaling every single day. There is more and more user that want explicit content, okay, and with AI model, you can create infinite content. So the scaling is pretty insane, okay. Do you need to know how to code? No, I don't know how to code, and I make hundreds of thousands of dollars with AI model. Okay, we are basically giving you a solution, like online solution, that do not require any coding skills. Okay, the skills that you need to have is in marketing. Okay, not coding. Okay. How long to get results? This is again a question that is very complex, okay? Because it depends the amount of hours you invest in a day. It depends how much money you have to invest. It depends if you work completely alone or if you work with me, for example. It depends. Usually, my students, they have results within the first months, okay? Few $100s at the minimum, and some students then manage to make 3, 4, 5K first month or within the second month, okay? Which is still pretty cool, okay? You see, this student, he made 3.4K the last 30 days, as you can see here. Then we have another one that just started, okay? He made 2.3K this month, and we can refresh, its real results. This one made 4K the last 30 days, okay? But that's just normal students that actually follow what we tell them to do, okay? And for those who work alone, to be honest, 99% of the time, they just do not do any results because it's not, as simple as it is if you're alone, because you're going to get lost very fast, trust me, okay? Can I do this if I have another job? Yes, of course, okay? But understand that the more time you have to invest, the faster you will make money, okay? This is a very simple logic. If you have 1 hour per day, if someone do exactly what you're doing 10 hours per day, he will go 10 times faster than you, okay? And remember, you do have competition in this business, okay? Can I start with no money? Yes, but the more money you have to invest, the faster you will get results, okay? This is normal, it's life, okay? What to do before I start, okay? You can join my free group. It will be in the description as well. Okay, my free channel actually, so that you will basically it's my free channel. Okay, so you have more information that I give for free, but to be honest, the best way is to join the program, where I will personally help you with my team to grow your model. Okay, how to stay on the top of the competition, because it's a business that evolves very fast and the information can be outdated very fast. This is why I do not sell a course, okay, because they are basically useless. Okay, Ai Ofm is still in the early stages, okay, so it's still the best time to start, okay. But if you want to climb the mountain, which is basically Ai Ofm and succeeding and making minimum 10K per month, okay, $10K per month, you have a way higher chance of success if you do it with someone that did it already. Okay, if you want to go and climb Mount Everest, you're not going to do it on your own, or you will have a very small chance of success, or you will need to train for 5-10 years to make it. Okay, where you can just pay like someone that did it 30 times and he will do it, and in like 2 weeks you will be on the top of Mount Everest. So it's kind of the same with me if you want to start Ai Ofm. Okay, yeah, so join the program. You will be able to work with me directly and my team, access to the latest marketing strategy, a simple plan of action, okay, and basically for me it's the best way, okay, to start Ai Ofm. Okay, so I hope that you like this video. Once again, you know, it's the first link in bio to first link in the description to join the program. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe for me to do more video like this, and see you at the top.